Hello, and welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. My name is Dadman, but you already know that. Let me get out of here with our scientist. Do me a favor and climb up. Then you're gonna do a really quick flying EVA. You're also gonna... Really? Like, climb? Why can you not climb that? Idiot. Okay. Running around on a frickin' solar panel is probably not the greatest idea, but hey. We almost stood up on one, so in the previous episode. I like that. I haven't seen that before. Danger of getting Kerbal stuck. Nice. Collect data, remove data, restore. Because I don't think we have... Well, we're going to just do the thing another time. Because collect data, remove data, restore. We do the entire set another time. Log temperature... Oh wait, cancel take data. Take data and take data. And that was stylish. Okay. Then take data, store experiments. Then you're gonna go down here. That was again very stylish. That wasn't as stylish. Gonna go away from the thing a little bit because we are going to set this flag. Which, it would be nice if it would stay here. So, plant flag for the experience. Duna landing. Why is this plane made of fricking cardboard? Then we take a surface sample. There appears to be traces of water in the soil. Ooh. We take an EVA report. Red sand castles are plausible. And then we jump. Oops. Okay. We can do that. Don't worry. I don't need to fly. I can do the jump. Just... If you'd stop spinning, that would be great. But yeah, apparently you don't. You like to spin, so RCS on and just fly. That's better. Grab and board. I said board. we take a crew report. And since we have a connection home, we're gonna send that to get rid of one of our contracts. Recent accomplishment, we have landed on the surface, walked the surface, and planted a flag. Plant a flag on Duna, contract complete. We have received experimental data from the surface of Duna, done. Okay, Jebediah, just for your experience, you're also going to go on EVA. You're going to also leave the ship for a moment. Oops. You're very spinny. I don't know why. Plant the flag. Yours is gonna get taken down again, though. Cancel. Take down. RCS. Grab. I said grab. Board. And that would be all we needed to do on this surface. So now we are about to set off into space again. It shouldn't be too much of a problem to start, since we should have more than one. We have a thrust to weight of 1.55 at full throttle, so we could just literally take this off the ground the way it is if we just stood on these. But yeah. Obviously what we are going to do is we're going to get in our stuff. Oh wait, actually, wait a second. Put that back out. Electric charge is all there, so we don't need to worry about that, but we do take another reading of the materials bay, because that's the part that we otherwise give up, and of the mystery goo, which we also give up a part otherwise. I don't know about the seismic data. Yeah, that's a little bit, and the other two, if they get home, then they're fully there, and that's fine. But I wanted to get every little bit of science that I could. So now we press 2 again and actually get that in. We press F5 for the very likely option that stupid things happen. Because apparently this game really likes doing stupid things every now and then. We toggle the brakes. And then we Z. Our SAS on. Gear in. And into the sky. We easily have enough delta V. This isn't gonna be the problem. We need to be above 40, I think. But I'm just gonna go for like a 60 or something orbit. Most likely. Then I'm gonna go ahead and look at our transfer stage if that still decides to be a wobbly mess. And if that still decides to be a wobbly mess and noodle around for no reason, then I'm just going to hyper edit this over because honestly I do not want to deal with having to do something with a wobbly connection here. I mean, obviously I could theoretically install something like the struts mod that adds like strutting that between docked crafts. I kind of wanna install that again, quantum struts that is, but I don't know if that actually is still a thing that actually exists. So yeah. We can slowly start evening out our trajectory. So we should be pretty much out of the thicker part of the atmosphere. Like, I think the atmosphere is like somewhere around 40 something. Do we have info about that? I'd like info about the freaking planet, thank you. Duna has an atmosphere height of 50 kilometers, so we need to get at least to 50, yeah, good. So there's literally 50. So I'm just gonna burn this way. 55, that should be enough to, once we are up here, circularize. I said circularize. 40, 50, good. So if we circularize like that, that costs us 267 delta V, we have of 1500. We can basically fly this plane home without the frickin' transfer stage, which I might actually do just for the fact that it's the easier way to do stuff. Just bring these parts home individually. Since it's possible, why not? Like, I'm pretty sure that at 1300 is enough to get back from Duna. Don't know about breaking around Kerbal, but we can always do a frickin' aero braking maneuver. We are a minute away from burn. Let's speed that up a bit. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I can't really believe the 1000 frickin' meters per second that we're going to have left, seeing as Like, we're pretty... Whoops, that's fine. We're pretty much, like, 2/3 empty. But just from here, this is Kerbal frickin' flown, so I do not need to have a connection or anything. And the other thing has connection, no matter what, right? So, I think at least. If I was to... That's the wrong side. On the next orbit, for instance, just to see how much it takes to go down to Kerbin. That's the wrong thing to do. Stop that. Zero. To go down to Kerbin's height is a 568 meters per second burn. So we have enough to even stop around Kerbin with that. And a little correction burn or something. So I think what we're gonna do is the space truck is gonna fly back by itself as well, because wait, actually, let me switch to the space truck real quick. Excuse me while I ask, but space truck, do you actually have any sort of connection to anything? You only have those little fucking... Oh, I forgot. So, it would be fine if I can, from Duna to Kerbin, get an exact hit where I want it. Because then I mean, I have 3,000 in here. That's easily enough to do any burn I want. This has connection to the relay, so honestly, I'm gonna say we're going to wait 363 days for Duna to be in the position to go back from to Kerbin. We're going to point this into the direction of the pole for now, so whatever you do, you are always in the sun with at least 2 panels. Unless you're in an eclipse, but yeah. That should be fine. And the plane should also be fine, so... Why are you called launch? Switch to... Okay, some stuff got fucked up on the naming, apparently. Rename vessel. You don't have the launch on you. Thank you. Accept. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to press 1 to get the stuff opened up. And I might take, like, I don't know, temperature and the pressure reading in sun orbit. I don't know if I need that, but that would be something I could do since those two are not used at the moment. And yeah. So you're going back on your plane and not on anything else. Because the part definitely fucked up somewhere. Because this is fine, but the top part of the other ship for some reason wobbles like fucking jelly. I don't know. Like, if we get over here again for a moment, for some reason, this top part here glitched somewhere. If we just focus the camera on it for a moment. That glitched somewhere and is now floating here. Like that this part is floating on top of the rest and nobody knows why. So this would just kind of be squishy and not work. So yeah, we're not doing that. But nicely enough, both of these have enough delta V to go back by themselves. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go back to the Space Center. Have a look at my contracts. Plant flag on the moon, yeah, no. Recover, nope. Science data from space around Ike. See, now this is good since Ike is the next thing that I want to land on. So we are going to do an Ike lander next. Which is basically gonna be the reusable moon lander that we already did. Since it's basically the same, Ike and Moon aren't that much different. Ike is a little bit smaller. So, I feel fine using the reusable Moonlander for that. We just need a ship that can actually get that over. Now, of course, I'm using the reusable Moonlander because why would I make something reusable if I never use it again? That's the thing, right? And we did use the same lander on Minmus, so I guess this is the third use for the Moonlander. But yeah, I'm taking that because obviously science data from space around Ike means we get to Ike. And since we have full connection there, nobody needs to be scared about losing connection home, and we can just land there. Science data from space surface of the moon, not going to happen anytime soon, since I'm not planning on going back to the moon anytime soon. Landing gear at launch site, why? That doesn't pay enough for even trying. Build a new surface outpost on Ike, yeah, that's not gonna happen unless that's like literally... I mean, I could abuse this by just making a lander that fulfills all of this. But that would mean that outpost that has an antenna, well, that's gonna be by itself. A docking port and can generate power, well, both of those things are a thing with the Moonlander. Facility support at least 5 Kerbal. See, that's where I would say no, because no. Recover Lavan and Lavan's craft from orbit of Kerbal. No. Science data from the surface of Ike. That's of course definitely something we're gonna do since we are landing on Ike. Orbital station around Minmus. No. Conduct atmospheric surveys of Duna. You would have come up with that a little bit earlier, and no. Eject a Class E asteroid out of the solar system. Hell no, because that would mean I'd have to eject the asteroid out, a Class E at that, which is really fucking huge, and then fly the ship that does that back to Kerbin to land it again? How about no? Also, I just realized, I said I'd use that space truck more than once. Kinda not gonna happen cause it broke physically. Like, the docking port is squishy and doesn't work the way it should. So we're kinda gonna dock heat shield to the back end with a claw and some parachutes on the top end to the actual docking port and land that on Kerbin, since there's absolutely no way I'm reusing that thing. So we're gonna have to launch something up there that deploys those two things. But that's not gonna be too much of a problem. We're just gonna have to get that up. That's like the easiest thing. Series 6 tourists? No, definitely not. Okay, good. Then that's just data from space around Duna is coming in the ship. Explore Duna is returned to Kerbin from orbit of Duna, which is going to happen naturally by the fact that we're coming back. And yeah, then we have Ike as the next thing. That's good, since we actually already have a relay to Duna, so there's nothing else to do there. That's really easy. I like that that came up as the next thing. So yeah, I will see you after the time skip to 363 days in the future, because flashing lights and stuff, and I don't want to keep that in the video. Okay, we are 4 hours and 51 minutes away from the window from Duna to Kerbin, which means we have basically a bunch of orbits in between now and then on the two crafts. So what I'm also going to add here, though, is a transfer alert from Kerbin to Duna, since we kind of need that again. And that's only 81 days away, so that's pretty okay. So yeah, back to the tracking station, have a look where our ships are. They shouldn't be anywhere weird. I like how that worked. Okay, you have really bad connection to Duna right now. What the hell? Oh. That's because those don't go that far. The fucking... Really? I need to update my thing around Kerbin eventually, like with the thing in between here, or actually outside of Minmus, that has a little bit higher gain. Either way, FRDLAFU, whatever, fucking convoluted bullshit. Yeah. Fly that thing. I'm 57 meters away from the ship. Really? Really? Okay. Inwards. That means here we are going to do this. Honestly, we could burn that earlier. Nah. Will you stop with that? I could basically burn this here. And then we don't need that much. Anyway, set Kerbin as a target. That's almost a hit. So, get the alarm clock up here. There we go. Hit. Focus view on Kerbin. Now that hit, if I do another burn in, yeah, that's nice. Up until here. Up until here. Okay, wait. Less. Okay. Now this is Kerbal controlled, so... And we have a freaking pilot that's really good, so we have no problem setting maneuver nodes outside of having contact. Right? So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little correction burn around somewhere. Unless I can actually do that from here. Because I am at the freaking node. That is incredible, actually. How exactly I can get that? Nice. I'll do exactly this burn. Which starts in 25 seconds. We're just gonna do this burn. And then care about the rest. Because burn's like literally a minute and 10 seconds away. Close the alarm and pause. A minute. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, Z. That is finer than fine. That is absolutely awesome. Now, if I was to actually break here. Okay. 500 gets us what? A nice orbit. Okay, so if I was to say do this and use the rest to get this periapsis into the atmosphere, I basically have a return from halfway to the moon, which is like nothing. So that's fine. We can get into an orbit and then bleed off some energy. So yeah, nice. That's our first ship done. So let's switch to the other ship. The space truck, which is going to get into a parking orbit around Kerbin so we can get it to landing condition. Which it will obviously have to be in eventually. But yeah. Now this obviously has connection currently, so if I just go like after the next orbit. Like this or something. Even earlier. That should be fine, right? Almost. Set Kerbin as a target. what an orbit can do, dude. I am not hitting Kerbal that way. So if I just randomly, since we are in the freaking position, burn out now, I should be able to hit Kerbal, right? Well, like hell I'll take that. I mean, I definitely have connection once I'm there again, because... Like, can I try something? Like, if I now try burning this way, is that gonna help? That helps. Actually helps. Moon encounter. Easy. Why do you even need maneuver notes? Okay, so this comes in. This definitely just freaking gets into an orbit and waits for its... Wait, are you then in an orbit that is actually useful? Your exit is over here, so you're orbiting this way, which is the way everything else is orbiting. Which means you're orbiting the correct way, unlike the other thing that's coming in the plane, which is going to orbit retrograde, but that's good since it actually makes us slow down less if we come in retrograde. Because the gravity is going to also break us. So yeah, parking orbit, get the heat shield up, dock that frickin' deorbit, gets the thing that got the heat shield up out of back into orbit and wait with that until the other thing's down. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. I like that. That's definitely gonna be nice. So yeah, this can go away. The space truck is the first one to leave the sphere of influence, so let's go out of here. That's also going to lose connection once we're out, but that's fine. I did not expect to keep connection over a prolonged period of time. Once I'm back at Kerbal, I'm gonna get connection anyway, so that's fine. Close alarm. Officially out now? Yeah. 2 hours from now, the other thing gets out, so jump to ship. Hello, Kerbals. You are also going out. You're also going to lose connection, but that is fine since in between, like, that is fine. That is just fine. And we are officially out now. Good. Next thing to happen is the Kerbin to Duna window. So this is the only time I am actually going to do something like that, where I do more than one thing at once. Because you know, as was pretty evident in my last series, I tend to forget pretty much everything I wanted to do on a mission if I do like 7 builds in between. Now the mission is actually done and we just need to get it back into orbit and land. We're going to first now go back to Kerbin, and you guys are actually in orbit of the sun right now, so lock the temperature. Okay, we got that. And lock the pressure. Okay, we got that. I don't know. Crew report. I know we got that. EVA report we already got. So, yeah. Then all you need to do is keep floating until you are at Kerbin. And that's all we need you to do. So next episode we are going to first of all, let me take a look here. Minmus, Avid Station, Duna, Mun. Yeah, no. Good. Just let me really quickly look what we have here. There should be I want to know where the... Okay, that is definitely something I want pretty soon, so actually having a space truck that uses those is going to be a whole lot easier. So kinda want that. So just need these first, which means I'm going to unlock that. But other than that, where is the giant freaking foldable heat shield? Do I already have that? That's the claw. Is that on the aerodynamics? Where is that? Where is the foldable heat shield? Because that's definitely what we need. What the hell? What we need for getting the other thing back down. Interesting. Yeah, but I think that's like somewhere around here-ish. And I already have it? I don't know. You'd think it would be in here with these. Or something. That's those. That's those. I mean, if we have it, then it's gonna be... Not that. If we don't have it, then I'm gonna have to search for it while offline, so... I don't freaking bore you with that, but... Heat shield... We do not have the foldable heat shield yet. Good. So I'll search out the node that has that. And then we are going to build... Hello, Atlantis. Then we're going to build the thing that gets the transfer stage down. Otherwise, we just leave it in orbit until we can afford. There's the heat shield. 300, okay. We should be able to get that once we have the science from the Duna ship. So, yeah. Basically, we're going to do that once we have the Duna plane already landed. Good. That means, instead, we are going to have a look at the reusable moonlander again and how to modify that a little bit and shoot that on a rocket that can actually go to Duna and back to do the entire thing with landing on Ike. So we're going to build the Ike lander next. It's basically gonna be the freaking moonlander, since why would I not reuse something that worked pretty well? And yeah, for the transfer, we're going to figure something out. But until then, I'd say thank you very much for watching. See you in the next episode, and until then, leave a like if you enjoyed. I'm stuttering. What the hell? Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more. And until next time, I'm WW Dadman. Bye.